Alright everybody, this is Great White Northerner. We're back again. We got another box of quarters here. Picked this up from the bank the other day and it has a bunch of customer wrap rolls in it. The teller actually put this box together for me. She had a bunch of stuff lying behind or in the safe that hadn't been boxed yet. So individual bundles of 10 rolls. So hopefully we get something good in here. We've been a little skunked as far as silver goes. We have got some varieties and some colored stuff, but no silver for the last few boxes. So hopefully this one breaks that trend. And looking forward to get started here. So we'll just start at number 1. I will bring you back in when I find something. Alright, roll 1. We have our first find here. It is a 2004 commemorative quarter, the Remembrance Day Poppy. It's the first quarter that that had the coloration on it or the enamel on it. Is a little faded, and I'll keep it anyway, but I may cull some of the more faded ones as we go. So about 28 million of these are minted, so not a really low mintage, but they're hard to find without any fading on them, that's for sure. Alright, on to the next. Alright, roll 5, and we have another find here. This is the Prince Edward Island quarter from 1992, the Province and Territory series. So there's 12 in this series, and this one here is the PEI. I forget, I think it's around 12 million or so that this was had as mintage, so we'll keep that one. It's not in the greatest shape. We'll set her aside anyway, and we will keep looking. I'll bring you in for the next one. Alright, we're on roll 6, and we got another find here for us. This is another 2004 Remembrance Day quarter, and I'll just give you an example here of that fading that I was talking about. So this one actually is starting to get some wear on it. You can see around the middle of the poppy. But you can see the difference just in the coloration between those two. So this is closer to what it originally looked like, and this is what a lot of them look like now. So neither is a great example because this one's got all that that wear on it, but definitely a lot brighter poppy on that one. So you can kind of see the difference there. Hopefully I'll find an even nicer one. I probably have a nicer one in my collection, but anyway, moving on. Alright, roll 15. We found ourselves a nice Lord Secord colored coin from the War of 1812, or Heroes of War of 1812 series. So we'll set that one aside as well and pull you back in. Alright, they are few and far between. We are on roll 22 here, and I did pull out this guy here. So he is the 2010 65th anniversary of World War II, or the end of World War II. So it's got the double poppy on there. It's in pretty decent shape, so I will set him aside, and we'll move on to the next. Got a couple more to go on this roll. Alright, we are ripping through this box here. We're on roll 28. I found a few in this pile so far, so I thought I'd pull you in for this. So we've got a Saskatchewan Province quarter from 1992, and not terribly bad shape, so we will keep this one. They're all down around the, I don't have it in front of me, but I would say probably in the 10 to 14 million mark as far as the number that were minted, and of course they are before 2001, so they are getting pulled out of circulation, so I will set that one aside. I got 1973. It's actually the second one I found. I have looked at it already. It is a small bust, so not one worth keeping, and I checked it against 1972 for comparison. Actually, I'll just throw it up here just so you can see. So there is the 1973, and there is the 1972 beside it. Don't know if you can tell, but definitely this is the larger bust on the 72, and that's what we're looking for on the back of the 73 there. And then I just kept this one just for curiosity. It is a millennial quarter, so from 1999, it's December, but somebody has spray painted it black. So I don't know if that shows up very well on the camera there, but it's got kind of a weird finish to it because of that black paint, and I'm debating keeping it just because it's kind of an oddity and it looks a little different. So anyway, I'm setting it aside for now. Alright, we are on roll 30, and I have found another coin here I'm going to pull out. So this is, again, from the 1999 Millennial series, and this is the months. So this one's a May, if I can get that to focus. And so that one definitely had one of the lower mintages of that run is about just under 15 million, 14.9 million for May. So that one I'll set aside for sure. It's actually in not bad shape, so it's got a bit of gloss left on it. A few scratches, but I will put that with the other month ones there. And you can see I'm pulling out a bunch of these 2004s. I'm going to go through them and probably cull out some of the more faded ones and just keep the best of the bunch when I do the recap. So, but for now I'm just pulling them all out, and I will bring you back in if I find something. Alright, so I almost missed this one. I was just about to throw these in the box, and I realized I'd skipped right over this one. So this is a Nova Scotia quarter from the Provinces series, 1992, and not bad shape. About 13.9 million of these minted, so I will set that one aside as well. Put it up here. I got a couple of the Province ones here somewhere. There we go. Alright, that's actually a little funny. This is still the same roll. I just went to reach to throw them all into the box, and I missed another one. So either I got to slow down or I don't know, pay more attention. Anyway, this is the New Brunswick one. This one actually has a rotated die variant, actually a couple of rotated die variants, and it's one of the more lower mint ones as well. So yeah, I almost threw it in the box. So anyway, got New Brunswick as well. Stick that up here, and now I think I've gone through them all, and I think they're all good. So we'll move on to roll 31. Alright, as you can see, we are on, actually roll 32, and the next coin that I've managed to find here is a 1996 quarter, so that's a pretty decent find. It's about 28 million, one of the low mint coins from before 2001, so pulling that one out for sure. Stick that up with the rest here, and moving on. Alright, we are on roll 38 here, and we have another find for you. This is the August quarter from 1999 Millennial Series, and it's about 17.6 million, so we're going to set that one aside as well. Stick that up with the other monthly ones we've got up here, which are right here. Alright, we are on roll 41, so we actually have a find here that I was looking for. So right here is the colorized Cindy Klassen. This, I believe, had a mintage around 3 million. They're difficult to find for sure. I certainly hadn't run across one. It's unfortunate this one is missing some of its enamel. It's been kind of worn off, so it's not the greatest example of it. But it fills a hole in my collection, and it'll certainly be a good placeholder for now. So I will pull that out, and it's a low mintage coin anyway. They're hard to find. So I'll kind of show you up out here on the microscope, just to see, you can see the enamel wear right on the top of these ridges, right in there. So so anyway, it's not the nicest copy, but I will take it and add it into the collection here. And that will, I'll actually show you putting that in my book, because that pretty much fills up my complete collection of all the enameled coins. So anyway, well, let's we're getting low on rolls here, so let's just go through this one. That's another frosted whale. I got a bunch of these. This one's it's in okay shape. I've been pulling a couple of them out already, and I'll set it aside for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that one or not. I don't think there's a lot of people looking for them. There's another one there. It's the same one in worse shape, so I won't keep that one. And see, there's a US coin coming up here. What do we got? Oregon State, 2005. Don't think there was any varieties for that one to watch for. I have been actually pulling them all out. I didn't pull you in for any of them. Have found nothing exciting in here, but I will go through them at the end, just so you can see what US quarters I got. And it's just one of the Vancouver 2010. It's not a variety that we're looking for. So another one of these. Also pretty worn, but I will stick it with the rest, and we'll look at them all later and see which ones we're going to keep. Okay, nothing else in there. Moving on. Alright, we're on roll 44. I've got another find here. So this is the Animal series from 2011, and we got the yellow falcon here. So it's in pretty decent shape, so setting that guy aside. First one of the Animal series that I found actually in this box. Usually I find a few of them, but that's the only one. I noticed as I was pulling that one out, there is, if we go a little further, there's, okay. So it's just the frosted 1812 Brock. but that one's in pretty decent shape, so I am kind of just watching for ones that don't have much wear on the high points on that frosting. And I might sell some sets of the colored and frosted versions, so I'll keep that one aside just for if I decide to do that. But I have been throwing most of them back in because the wear has been noticeable on the frosting. So we're almost done this one. We got another 2004 poppy. I have got scads of them in this. This guy is really, I don't know if I'm going to bother keeping him. He's really worn out there, so I won't even bother with that one. What else we got here? 2004, 1972. I can't remember if that one's, yeah, 1972 is 44 million. So guess we'll keep him, set him aside. He's kind of rough shape, but we'll keep him anyway. What else we got here? Alright, well that's it for that roll. Bring in when I find something else. Alright, welcome back. We are done. The box is empty. And this is what we have ended up with. So I didn't pull you in for everything. There's a few in here that I just kind of pulled out as I was going through. Mostly some duplicates in the province quarters there, and then some of the monthly ones as well. As you go through into the later months in the 1999 millennial quarters, the mintage starts to rise up into the 30s and 40 millions for these. So although they're lower mintage than normal, really they're not terribly rare. The earlier ones, somewhere in the 12 to 20 million, so they're definitely worth hanging on to. So yeah, so we've got in here the 1990 millennial quarters running from March. We got a May, we got 2 Augusts, we got September, October, 2 Novembers, and 2 Decembers. One of them painted black, so I'll keep that one for now. We've also got the 1992 province quarters, so we got 2 of the Nova Scotias, a Prince Edward Island, a New Brunswick, which I've already checked for the rotated die, and it does not have one. Saskatchewan. We've got 2 colored out of the 1812 series, a Brock and a Laura Secord, and then I kept a couple of the frosted Brocks that are in decent shape. Talked about that earlier. We have the Nature series here, the Yellow Falcon, and in pretty decent shape. We've got 2 of the Frosted Whale, so we've got both variants, both in reasonably good shape. What else? I ended up keeping 8 of the 2004 poppies here. You can see really the only one that's got most of its color is this one here, and even it is faded a little bit. It's got some wear marks on it, so I did keep them. They're all in pretty decent shape. It's just the color is faded on a lot of them. So, but that's pretty much par for the course with those. I have a few low mintage ones that I pulled out. So we've got a 1972 is around 44 million, and a 87. The 87 is about 53 million, and then the 1996 is actually quite a low mintage relative to the rest at 28 million. And then that's about it, except for these 2 colored coins. So 2010 Remembrance Day Poppy, or end of, I believe, World War II. And then the Cindy Klassen is kind of the star of the show. Unfortunately, a little bit of damage on her, but it's the first one I've managed to find, and it does fit into my book. Colored, there were only 3 million of those minted, and definitely is going to fill a hole, and I will show you putting that in a sec. And then, of course, the US quarters, I'll go through them. There's nothing here. 1980 is the earliest, and then some 95s, and 1990, and then a bunch of the state quarters. None of the ones with variants on them. And Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Oregon, and then one of the new State Park series. So that's it. So Cindy Klassen, I'm just going to bring out my book, and you can kind of see where she's going to fill a hole here. So you can see I do have all of the colored variants, and all of the variants all the way up, and the one I'm missing is right here, which is Cindy Klassen. So I've got the basic one here, And of course, all the colored. I've got both of the men's hockey with the Raise 2 and the embedded 2, or reverse there. And so you can see all the 1812. So yeah. Alright, so Cindy Klassen's going in right here. Should fill that in. Oops, does not want to cooperate. Now, of course, that's see, I haven't used it. Well, that's where she's going to go. Alright, so that's it. We're done, and moving on to another box. So I will look forward to coin roll hunting with you guys next time. No silver again. We're getting a little skunked. I think this is the third or fourth box now of quarters that I have not found any silver in. But hopefully we'll find something in the next one. Alright guys, thanks, please subscribe and like, and I'm looking forward to the next hunt. Take care.